Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is the home of politics. The Nandi Senator, Samsom Cherargei, has actually come out and he has warned our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, against frustrating the bid of Raila Amolo Odinga to the AU. As you know, Raila Amolo Odinga has actually been endorsed by President William Samoei Ruto so that he can be a candidate, so that he can take up the AU chairmanship chair if all the AU members accept to that. And because of that, that is why Nandi Senator Samsom Cherargei has actually come out clearly and he has warned our former president Uhuru Kenyatta against frustrating that bid. And Cherargei has told Uhuru Kenyatta that he should stop actually endorsing Jakaya Kikwete, who is the former president of Tanzania, also to be a candidate for that same seat. And for Cherargei, this is a way that our former president is frustrating that bid. And the reason simply being that he has not healed the way he was defeated by William Samoei Ruto in the 2022 presidential election. And Cherargei is very clear that Raila Amolo Odinga has done enough for this nation, and therefore he should be given that seat so that he can retire honorably and work for the Africa community. And here is actually a tip of what Cherargei had to tell the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Here is the tip.
Vile umesikia sasa kiongozi wa Azimio anataka kuwa mwenyekiti wa AU. Sisi tunamwomba Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta awache kusponsor aliyekuwa rais wa Tanzania Mheshimiwa Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete. Baba sana. Na tunafikiri hii kiti itasaidia yeye aendelee kupumzika na afanye kazi kwa nchi ya Afrika. So we are aware kuna watu wanamdanganya aliyekuwa rais wa Tanzania Jakaya. Kwa hiyo kitu ya AU itasimama. Hata watasimamisha yeye. Tunajua Uhuru Kenyatta hajapona tangu tumshinde 2022. Tunamuuliza kwa heshima vile Kenya yote imekubali kwa baba Raila Odinga akuwe mwenyekiti wa AU. Sasa yeye mwenyewe sasa awache kutumia vigaragosi kama aliyekuwa rais wa Tanzania. Ndio Kenya to present one candidate East Africa tuweze kuchukua hiyo kiti ndio tuende mbele. Na sasa unajua baba anapojitayarisha sasa kuomba hiyo kiti haitaombwa na chama cha ODM ama Azimio, itaombwa na serikali. So ni mambo matatu tu afanye. Tunataka tu aombe msamaha wa Kenya kwa sababu wakati kulikuwa na maandamano Wakenya wengi waliumia na biashara ziliangamia. Ya pili aweke loyalty kwa serikali ya Rais William Ruto. Kwa sababu kupata hiyo kiti itabidi serikali ndio italobby. The government will use its own resources kumwombea hiyo kiti katika nchi za mbalimbali apate kiti ya AU. Na ya tatu sasa unajua wale watu wa Azimio na wale wengine waache kupiga serikali vita. Sasa tunataka wote tuweke kampeni ya kusaidia baba akuwe AU chairman. Najua the reason most of the, na nimeona ODM wameitisha what you call crisis meeting, ni kwa sababu watu wengi kwa ODM walikuwa wameshika koti ama shati ya baba ndio akuwe political relevant. I know in 2027 we will attend so many political funerals of people who have depended on Tinga doing politics. Na tunawapea risala za rambirambi za kisiasa mapema, kwa sababu baba anapoenda kuretire kwa siasa watu wengi wataangamia kisiasa. So we want to appeal that going into the future wale aliyekuwa rais awache, najua amesikia uchungu kwa sababu baba amemwacha.
After listening to that tip, you can agree that Cherargei is very serious and he has told our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, to stop frustrating Raila Amolo Odinga on his bid to be the AU chairperson. And what do you think is the impact of our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, actually endorsing Jakaya Kikwete also to be the candidate to that AU chair? And that is actually what I am going to analyze about. Because if Uhuru Kenyatta will endorse Jakaya Kikwete, then it seems that Raila Amolo Odinga might not snatch that chance of being the AU chairman. And before we dive in to dissect that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because that is the only way you give YouTube the permission to notify you whenever we come up with any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you abundantly, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And now let us go deep and try to see the implication of Jakaya Kikwete coming up to be endorsed to the AU chair, probably by Uhuru Kenyatta. One of the things, if he gets that endorsement, remember, Uhuru Kenyatta is a former president. That means he has the connection with other African leaders. And that means he can persuade them to support Jakaya Kikwete. Secondly, as you know, in the East Africa community, Uhuru Kenyatta had proved that he is the big brother in the East Africa community, and that's why he was respected by the Uganda president, Kaguta Museveni, Samia Suluhu, the president of Tanzania, and even the president of this country, which we call Burundi. And that means he can persuade those presidents within the East Africa community to reject the endorsement of Raila Amolo Odinga. And as you know, it's very important that the East Africa community will endorse you, because this is the time that the East Africa community is supposed to endorse somebody who is going to be the chair of the AU Commission. And if you don't get that endorsement, then it is quite obvious that you will miss that top seat. And that is what might happen to Raila Amolo Odinga. And that's why Senator of Nandi, Samsom Cherargei, had to warn our former president, Uhuru Kenyatta, to stop endorsing Jakaya Kikwete of Tanzania. Because with that endorsement, then I can tell you for sure that that will frustrate the bid of Raila Amolo Odinga to be the chair of AU. And I have told you the reason that Uhuru Kenyatta still has the contact and is actually so much respected by African leaders. And he has a good relationship with them. So if he persuades the African leaders to rally behind Jakaya Kikwete, then that will be the end of Raila Amolo Odinga. But what do you think will happen if our former president goes behind Jakaya Kikwete? And actually, by going to Jakaya Kikwete, because he knows that Samia Suluhu was actually a friend of Raila Amolo Odinga. But if somebody comes to your country and he tells you, we want your person to be at the AU, because this is politics, then you will find that that person can be against you, because the person who has been fronted for the top seat is a person from your country. And that's why it is quite dangerous, if at all, that happens for Raila Amolo Odinga. But what is your say about all this? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it is good to request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because this is the home of politics. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, please make sure to smash the bell button, because that is the only way you give YouTube a leeway to notify you whenever we are abroad any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I will never become tired to tell you thank you, because you are the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you until we meet in our next political discussion.